Hey, welcome to my journey. Today's video is another junk journal video. I know there are some of you out there that like to see them. I mean, it's not for everybody, and that's fine. I'm just doing it for those of you that actually like to see what I sit back here and do. And y'all know that my junk journals are actually made with junk. So if you're new, if you've never seen what I do, this is one type of them that I do, and this is the one that takes the junk, all the magazine things I cut out. That's like my favorite thing to put in a junk journal. It's magazine. It takes me back to when I was a kid doing the same thing. Who knew it? I was doing junk journals before junk journals were cool. Back in the gosh, if I was still in the 60s, I don't know. It might have been the early 70s. I don't know. Anyway, that's the bulk of what I like to do, is just cut stuff out of magazines that I like. And then I use food packaging and other packaging things that I buy, stuff that's cool to me, whether, I don't use the whole package, but I use, parts of the box that I like or whatever. Just use little odds and ends to decorate it. But this is my blueberry, because I'm working through my box of monster cereals. I did Count Chocula. Now this is blueberry. I have Fruit Brute and Frankenberry left, and I just had to quit. Just like Count Chocula, I had to quit. I had to quit blueberry. He was getting too full. So there are empty pages, there are empty pockets, there are pages that are just not decorated. They're blank because he's opening up too big. I have to tie him down. So the cover is starting to bow. There's just so much in it. And so anything else I wanted to embellish is too bad. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to start on a new one. Actually, I think I'm going to work in my other ones a little while, because I got all those new stickers and things from my Happy Mail. So I think I'm going to work in my other ones a while. They call them junk journals, but I don't think they're, because they're not made with junk. To me, a junk journal should be made with junk to be a true junk journal. Mine's like a junky trash journal, a junky junk journal, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. So I just thought, for those of y'all that are interested to see the mess I sit back here and get into, I would show you. So let's turn around and look at Mr. Blueberry. So here is the reason why I am stopping this, because I just haven't. Let's look at the tassel first. And I sewed this one in. You can see I sewed this one in. It does hold together better when you sew them, but it's easier to just bind them. But here's my little tassel. I made it blue to match the blueberry. I have some blue beads. I put my success, because that's the word I want to use for my journey this year. It's going to be. And then the different blue ribbons, and you can see that's that bead ribbon. It's very, very pretty. And my owl pendant that was gifted to me. She's gorgeous, and I thought she's a shade of blue, so that's why she went on here. So that is just my little simple tassel. And then, of course, this is my blueberry cereal box. I have 2 left, and I just did a simple ribbon tie. I didn't put one on the inside because, frankly, I didn't think about it until it was too late. So I'm just using this simple ribbon tie, and when I undo it, you see how it pops up? This is why I just had to quit working on it. It's just like Count Chocula. It just got too thick. And so I've just got to quit, leave the empty pages that are empty, and move on to the next one. I think I'm going to work on my little decorative junk journals before I make another one of these. This is just like a trashy junk journal, because it's got stuff that would normally go in the trash. So here, and it's just very simple, just like the ones I always make. Here are just some boots. I just thought they were pretty cool. I don't know where I got that. And this is my friend's sticker, and I like dandelions. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. And I use a lot of magazines. so I won't describe every single thing. This was just an article on Betty White. They have these in, I think it's People magazine, where one celebrity says what I would tell you, what I would say to you. And so this was Vicki Lawrence and Betty White. So I just stuck some, this is my shopping trip with Holly. We went to eat. Just some hard candy. I put my coffee in there. See, I never found anything for that, but that was the cappuccino mix, and turned out I didn't like it, but I did like the box. That was a card that was in amongst all the ones I had picked up at Wanda's. This, let's see, was the article on, I think, no, this was on The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, there we go. You can see it. No, I just want to say that whole article. And then just some things I like. This was just in an old magazine. Country America 1993. I think there is something about North Carolina. Just the old. I'm trying to think if it was just in a another book I found. I don't know, but I like it because it's old. And this I saved just because it's whisk. Because you can't find whisk anymore, and that came out of one of the old magazines. Ingredients. Oh, my man, Johnny Depp. And this was just my Chick-fil-A bag. I had got a salad, and they put my little extra things that went with it. And that's just a tag I made with some owls I found. That was just a pet where I bought roaches, I think. Roaches and worms. Just a Ritz cracker box. This was, let's see, fast food flashback. I think it's got, I can't remember. I'm not going to open it up. I can't remember if there was something in there that specifically I wanted to say for North Carolina, or if I just like the idea of the article. And Susan Lucci, because she's the girl. That was an old magazine for when she finally won. Just a little, this is Myrtle Beach, campground on Myrtle Beach. I just thought that was cute. And hot dogs, and there's a recipe. And this is the Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, what he would say to Pat Morita. You know him. And they're talking to the ones that have passed. Did I mention that? There's just something that was in the magazine, prices. A pound of frying chicken, 25 cents. In 1963, oatmeal, 47 cents. 4 pounds of Macintosh apples, 39 cents. 2 pounds of Folgers coffee, $1.20. 12 rolls of Charmin bath tissue, $1. That's just crazy. Look at 1950. A gas range for $99.95. Soap flakes, 29 cents. 4 pounds of navy beans, 22 cents. 3 boxes of Jell-O, 23 cents. Isn't that crazy? I loved to get smart when I was little. This was just a avocado thing, and I found it just said David's. It was David's something, so I just stuck it in there. This was in the stuff that box of books I bought, a glove compartment scavenger hunt. There's my gum wrapper flower, my little flower. I meant to go through here and put some more clips and tassels and things, but I just didn't. And Loretta Lynn, because, you know. And some facts about coffee. Oh, speaking of, that's a good place to put it. And tea. And some tea bags. This was just on that box of body wash and stuff I bought that I didn't like. I liked the box. This was just David's toothpaste and just some little odds and ends. Stuff that you just save. There's a Kleenex box with I think those was popsicles. I just glued behind it. And this just came with my shelf that I bought, so I just stuck it in there. And this was the Biltmore house, because you know that's in North Carolina. At one time, it was the largest private residence in, I think, the United States or something like that. But I've been there, and it's a very beautiful place. It's a tourist thing. And some bubble gum with, let's see what we got in there. Oh, the lemon Nicots. And the puffs and some Lance Toasties. And this was just cereal through the decades. I just thought it was a very cool article. And I didn't want to cut it up. I wanted to save the whole thing. And this was just, I don't even know what that was in. It was a backing on some kind of stickers, I think. Beach food. And there's the Friends conversation hearts. And this was just an article about old restaurants. And so I just made tags out of all of them and just put them all in here. There's just off of Kinder's, and that, I can't remember what I made that little tag out of. It was on something. And this was the packaging of a Happy Meal I got, and I put out some washi tape over her dress so you wouldn't see it, but she decorated the outside of it, and I wanted to save it. Let's go to DT. So I saved that, and there's just from some cans that we ate. This I had on my wall, and then when I redid it, I run out of room. I had to move it. So I thought, well, I'll put it in my book. Some double bubble, and there's some captain's waivers. Listen, Sebastian Jacob's about to eat me out of house and home with my crackers. I'm going to have to restock. That was a North Carolina style pulled pork recipe. I thought, well, I better put that in there, North Carolina. And Guy Fieri, there's the front of that box of, oh, I don't want to pull that out. It's not on backing. Put him back in his little frame. But I like him. He's cool. Let's see what I put in there. Oh, I made a tag out of some Wheat Thins box. That's a calendar page. There's Double Bubble. I sit back here and I chew it. It's not sugar-free, but I chew it. And then when the flavor goes out, I spit it out. I'm like a child. When my mouth gets dry, it helps. And there's the toast cheese. This is just off of David's box of snack chips. And then here's the Lance. Another. Oh, I didn't know I had two of the same. And Steven Tyler, he's my man. He went to rehab. He got fixed. He's good and clean. And I think they are out touring again. So I had to put that article in there with him. And then I found another picture of him. I think this is when he went to rehab, the article, and this is when he got out of rehab. And The Little Mermaid, because that was one of Holly's favorite movies, and it takes me back. And this was just some Starbucks drinks. And Ray Liotta, because I love Ray Liotta. And he passed, Here's just the people I like. I like Jennifer Aniston. I like Robert De Niro. That was just a packaging on some little chip clips I bought. Some M&Ms. And this just comes with my little mini dash egg cooker. And Sylvester Stallone. Y'all know I love me some Sylvester Stallone too. And this is just the Friends box that I just cut up and decorated the page with it. See, there's lots of places I can stick stuff. But like I said, I'm just running it. It's too thick. And some dill pickles. Keanu Reeves. I had another one somewhere of him. If I had known I'd have more, I'd have put him all on the same page. And Dolly. And this is just Casey Masterpiece. You can't buy that no more. That used to be our favorite sauce for making wings. And these are just some old $28.99. Some old, like say 15 cents coupons that I found in a magazine, and I liked them, so I saved them. And Twinkies with a chocolate bar in it. I never did find anything to put under there. Twinkies candy canes, they were gross. Throw them away. And these, I couldn't find the page that I had them on, so I just put them on this page. Uh-oh, my washi tape's coming off. I put it over the edges here where I stapled stuff on. I just covered up the edges. And this was also in that box of books, Glove Compartment Games. And Hugh Jackman, that's my man. Can you tell through here I got a lot of men? There's quite a few I like. And these just some things that I like from back in the day and all that kind of thing. This comes out of Woman's World magazine. There's some more. This is just my advent calendar, Quest cookies. That was a, I put it on with these binder clips that I had. Manette, Shohan, is that her name? I like her. Some coffee. Frosted mini wheats, I just like that. And some butterflies, and I just found the word July, and that's my birth month, so I put it on there. Little asparagus tag. Oh, that was a nice page to do something to. It's going to have to stay empty. You can tell I'm bad about not getting to the back on all my books. And the back stays more empty than on up. And I don't know why that is. Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes box. Oh, I stapled through. Well, I stapled through, but I don't think there's nothing on the back of that purple one, so we'll just leave it. Super Bowl stats. This is just some pretty flowers and a rose I just liked. And this, I found that Sketty, and then the little lady in the tramp, and they're making some magic, and well, that just goes together. This is the Blind Woodsman. When I saw it, I turned the page. I'm like, I know him. I follow him on TikTok. He's blind, and he makes this beautiful wood bowls and whatnot, and he takes them to his, I think it's his girlfriend. I don't think they're married, but he's very, very kind-hearted, meek and mild, and I think that come from a failed attempt to commit suicide. I think that's what that came from. But I put that in there because I like him on TikTok. Those are those chocolate things that I just did not like. I did not care for. I just thought he was bad to the bone. That's my Peeps lip gloss, lip chapstick, and it's wonderful. It is so good. If you see it at the Dollar Tree, get it. It's very good. The flavors are nice, but the way it makes your lips feel is very nice. Oh, I stapled that to that too. I got staple happy, didn't I? Well, we'll just leave it. There was another card. And Chris Hemsworth. Woo, Thor, yes. Tom Cruise, yes, he's been my man since way back. Him and Johnny Depp and Hugh Jackman, they've been my manses for way back. I don't care if he's a nut. I don't care if they're a nut. Wizard of Oz. I just thought that was cool. Big Daisy thing from back in the day. And this was just a cool little article in Reminisce magazine about the family owl pet. It was a very cool little article. I was like, well, I gotta have that. And some Junior Mints. And that's just a sticker for when I took some stuff back to UPS to send back to Amazon. And this was also in that box of magazines. Glove Compartment Science. These are just some old shows from, I think, Norman Lear. Shows that I liked that he did. I think it was Norman Lear. That was just from an old magazine. And these were from the Puff Candy. And Clint Eastwood, woohoo, mm-hmm. And the Jonas Brothers. Yes, I do like the Jonas Brothers, and that was a whole big article about them, so I saved it. And here's just some different people I like. There's my boy Post. Say what you want. Say what you want. Some other celebrities I like. And you notice I like mostly all men. I had Dolly in here and Jennifer Aniston. I did have a few women. And this was in that box of books. It's just a old playbill, I guess you could call it. But I just wanted to save it. I don't know from what year, but it's old. You can just look at it and tell. 1973 records. I don't know if this is a 1973 book or not, but I want to save it. And there was just a hand I found. So that's the end of it. That's all there is to it. So now it is time to use some of my new stickers and embellishments ephemera that I got in Happy Mail and start on some of my, I think I will start on, I haven't done anything in this one yet. This was my Temu book that I bought that I thought had paper. And it didn't. It was just the book, and I bought it because it was daisies. But I went on Amazon and found some paper for cheap that fits it. So I think I'm going to start on this one because my other sizes, I have two other sizes that I've worked on. So this will be a new size for me. So I think this is the one I'm going to start on next. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.